Hello everyone, welcome back to Full Scholarships, where we bring you the best tips to unlock your global educational dreams. In today's video, we are going to talk about one of the Canada's top fully funded scholarships, the McCall MacBain Scholarship 2026 at McGill University. If you have ever dreamed of studying at a world-class school without worrying about tuition, so stick around because this might be the golden opportunity for you. First, let's talk about the McGill University and Montreal. The McGill University ranks among the world's top 50 institutions. Located in the heart of Montreal, Canada's cultural capital, you will enjoy a vibrant bilingual city with festivals year round, top-rated research facilities, and a friendly international community from over 150 countries. Whether you are into humanities, engineering, business, or the arts, McGill's diverse programs and cutting-edge research makes it the ideal place to grow both academically and personally. So why should you apply for this scholarship? Let's move on to the benefits, and this will make clear why you should choose this program. The McCall MacBain Scholarship isn't about covering costs. It is an experience designed to build tomorrow's leaders. Here is what this opportunity offers. It offers a fully funded program. You will get 100% of your tuition and fee covered for your chosen master's or professional program. This program also provides monthly stipend and a living allowance of 2,300 Canadian dollars every month that keeps you focused on learning. It also provides summer funding up to 5,000 Canadian dollars to support internships, research, or community projects. Furthermore, this program also provides a relocation support, a one-time allowance to help you move to Montreal stress-free, and it will also cover. Lastly, this scholarship also offers leadership and mentorship. This program will give you access to workshops, one-on-one mentoring, and a global network of scholars. These strengths make the scholarship not just financial help, but a launchpad for your future career and impact. Now let us see who can apply for this opportunity. To qualify for the 2026 McCall MacBain Scholarship, you need to meet at least one of these. You need to be on track to finish your first bachelor's degree by August 2026 or have graduated with your first bachelor's degree in January 2020 or later. If you have graduated before January 2020, you must have been between 30 years or younger on January 1st, 2025. You will also need English proficiency if your prior education wasn't in English, and admission requirements for your chosen McGill program. So you need to meet these eligibility criteria in order to qualify for the scholarship. Now let's move on to the programs offered by this scholarship. The McCall MacBain Scholarship supports a variety of master's and second entry professional undergraduate programs. These include master's degree, MA, MBA, MBP, MSc, and many more. And it also covers professional undergraduate degrees like law, dentistry, and medicine. In order to view the complete details about this program, you can visit our website thekashmirlook.com or fullscholarship.net. Here you can view the details about this opportunity. You can see benefits, who can apply, and the program is covered here. Now let's see how you can apply for this opportunity. Let's cover the step-by-step application process. So here we have mentioned how you can apply. Firstly, you need to visit the official website of the McCall MacBain Scholarship. There you have to create your account. Then you need to fill out your profile, including academic history, extracurricular involvements or work experience, and Third step is you need to write a 250-word professional essay which should outline your future goals and contributions. And for this scholarship, you need to upload following documents, which includes your CV, official or unofficial transcripts, and two reference contacts, one academic, one professional. So make sure to keep these documents ready before you start applying, and then you can submit your application before deadline. Once your application is completed, apply separately to your eligible programs at McGill University for the fall 2026 semester. So first you need to apply for the scholarship. After applying successfully, then you have to apply separately for the eligible programs at McGill University. If you are shortlisted, you will be invited to regional and final interviews. Make sure you apply for this program before the deadline. Here the deadline for the international applicants is by August 2025, and for Canadian and US applicants it is 24th September 2025. Make sure you apply before the deadline. So in order to apply, we have also mentioned the link of the official website here. So simply you have to visit on this link and it will take you to the official university page. So this is the official web page of McCall MacBain Scholars. Here you can see you can log in if you have already created an account, or you can create an account here. So if you are new, you can create an account here by clicking on create an account. So in order to create account, you need to fill these details. You have to enter your email, your first name, last name, and date of birth. After that, you can click on continue. After that, you will receive a temporary pin on your email which you have given previously. So you have to enter that pin here, and you need to enter your DOB, and then you can click on login. So here you can see we have successfully logged in. Now we can start our application by clicking on start new application. First, we need to select our language. We will select English here. Now we need to check our eligibility. So go through these details, and here you can select whether you will complete your first undergraduate degree before August, or completed first undergraduate degree last 5 years, or I completed my first undergraduate degree before 2020 and was 30 years or younger on January 1st. So select accordingly. Now the next is previous application. Have you applied for the McCall MacBain Scholarship before? If yes, you can select yes. If no, we haven't, so we'll select no. So the next step is, which is do you have Canadian citizenship, Canadian permanent residency, or convention refugee? If so, you can select that here you have citizenship or we have none. Moving on, have you applied for the Canadian permanent residency or refugee status? If yes, you can select. If no, then no. Now the next is university. You need to tell about university you are currently attending or most recently attended. So here you have to add your university and graduation year. So the next section is regional interviews. If you are shortlisted for the scholarship, we will ask you to attend online regional interviews on the following dates. For the South Asia, it is October 21st, 2022. So during the interview dates and the time zone will be, so you need to select that here. So we will select our time zone, which is South Asia. We will select Chennai, this time zone, and then this I understand the information provided above. So click on yes, and then click on continue. Now we can start with our application. We need to fill out these details. Firstly, we have to fill out our personal information. We need to complete our profile by adding these details, and then we need to complete all these sections, and then we can submit our application. So let's start by filling our personal details. Here we have to enter our first name, last name, and we need to prefer first name, and we have to enter our DOB, birth city, birth country, gender, citizenship, and our identity. We have to upload piece of government issued photo identification. It could be either driving license or passport. We have to upload that here. Simply we have to click on choose file and browse my computer. There we can add our ID. After that we need to fill out our contact details, which you know very well. We have our email, phone number, and we also need to enter our postal code here, which includes city, province, postal code, mailing address. After adding that, we can add our social media here. And lastly, how did you hear about us? You can select that from here. Next section is about family details. Here we need to add family information. So please indicate the status of two parents, guardians. You can indicate any if not applicable. So do you have siblings? You can select yes or no here. You have spouse or common law partner. Do you have children or stepchildren? You can select that here. After that, click on continue. Now this section is about our current and previous education. Here we have to enter details about our education. So we need to tell more about our studies at the university listed above, which we have previously listed. Here we have to select the level of study, which is bachelor's, exchange, master's. So bachelor's. Field of study, we can enter that here. Program length in years, how many years, and we have to enter our start date, end date, or expected date on which you will graduate. Then other educational details, you can enter any other educational details here. Here you can add a program here. Click on add program. Now you can add these details here. So after adding our educational details, we can move to the next section. This section is about scholarships, awards, and distinctions. So here you have to list up to 3 scholarships, awards, or distinctions you have received. If there are more than 3, select ones that are most important. So you have to include the name, year, such as scholarship name, in your answers. So here you can enter if you have received any scholarship, award, or distinction. Now the next section is about language spoken, English language. So it says that the primary language of the institution at McGill is English. So you need to make arrangements to write papers, examinations, or so here you have to select your level of proficiency. Here you can select that here, fluent mother tongue, or you can see if it is English is your mother tongue, you can select it here, or if you are fluent in English, so select fluent. And how did you learn English? You can enter that here. Will you need to submit proof of English proficiency when you apply to McGill? So you can select yes, and here you can select the proof you have and select the test name, which is IELTS or TOEFL. You can enter the test scores here and the test date here. If you speak French, you can add the details about French language here, and if you speak any other language, you can select add language here, and then you have to enter the details about that language. The next section is about academic and career interests. As we discussed previously, you have to apply separately for the admission to eligible programs at McGill University. You have to apply separately for that. So besides you apply for the scholarship, you need to apply for the eligible programs at McGill University. So you can add programs here. Here you can select the order of importance from 1 to 5. You can apply for the 5 programs at most. So you can select this, say for example we will select one, and here we can select our program. So here you can select your program. First priority program, say for example we will select agriculture economics, and here you can select length in years, for example 2. Now you can save, and by doing the same you can select more than one program here, up to 5. Now moving on, other programs of interest, it says what other graduate or professional programs outside the McGill are you considering at this time. You can list up to 5 simply by clicking on add program. Here enter the details and you can add up to 5 programs. And the next thing is standardized text. If you have already taken a standardized admission test, which includes Casper, DAT, GMAT, GRE. If you have taken any one of these tests, you can list that here. And then you have to enter your career interests. You can add 3. Minimum you have to add 1. Now the next section is about campus and community activities. So you need to tell about the campus or community activities or organizations you have been involved within the last 5 years. So these activities can include volunteer work, community initiatives, extracurricular activities, etc. You can list up to 4 here. So here you can click on add activity. You can fill these details and you can add up to 4 activities here. The next section is about original work. It is optional. If you have any original works which includes research publications or conference presentations or any other creative work, say for example music compositions or stage play, if you have done any of these original work, you can add here. It is completely optional. You can leave it, or if you have, you can add it. Better would be added. Now the next section is about employment. Here you can add if you have done any summer jobs, internships, or any other activities during the summer break. You can add up to 5 here, or if you have any other work experience, you can add that here. So click on add job, and then you have to fill the details about the job which you have done. You can simply add that here, and after that you can move to the next section. This section is about reference requests. As we discussed it, for this opportunity, for the scholarship, you will need 2 references, one academic and one community reference. And here are the details: how many references forms do I need, who should I ask. Go through these details, and how do I choose who to ask. You can go through these details, and here you can send the requests. So here you can add the preference type, it is academic or community, and here you can add the prefix, and here you need to add the details of your referee. So fill these details and then you can send. Now this section is about some short answers. Here you have to answer these questions within 105 characters max. So here you have to tell about any one activity which you use to dedicate your time, and you need to tell us about 2 goals you are currently working. Tell us 3 things about you that tell us about who you are, and you can add these here. After that, click on continue. Now in this section you need to write a short essay. You need to tell how your community or communities have influenced you, and if relevant, how they have shaped the choice you have made so far in your path. So you need to write a short essay. And the next one, you need to describe why you have chosen the specific McGill program. You need to list interest section here. And next thing you need to do is you need to list up to 3 leadership roles you have taken within a team in last 5 years. You can select the leadership role here. You can add experience here by clicking on add experience. Now you need to fill out these details and click on save. Moving on, you need to briefly describe your role and that of your team members. You need to describe that here. 50 words max, minimum 50 words and 300 max. And you need to list up to 3 volunteer roles that you have taken or positions of service community in last 5 years. You can add volunteer roles here. And also you need to briefly describe the purpose of the activity, organization and your contribution. Fourth is you need to tell a significant course correction you have made in your life. And after completing this section, click on continue. Now you need to upload one page CV. Here you have to upload your CV. You can simply click on choose file and you can browse your computer and you can upload your document. Now in this section you need to upload your unofficial transcripts. You can upload your 4 transcripts in chronological order starting with the most recent. So click on choose file and upload your transcripts. You also need to provide your GPA. So here you can provide your GPA and then click on continue. Now this section is about additional information. So is there any additional information you would like to provide? If there is any additional information, so you can add that here and then move to the next section. Now this section is about personal conduct. Here are some questions. Answer the questions accordingly. So first one says, have you ever been subject of an academic or non-academic disciplinary action? So you can select yes or no. Have you ever been withdrawn for post-secondary institution? If yes, you can select yes, or no, you can select no. And background checks. The scholarship will conduct background checks. So if there is anything regarding your past behavior you think that might affect your scholarship selection, so you can address that here. You can add that here. Also, after completing this section, we can move to the next section. By clicking on continue. This section is behavior. Here it says in submitting my application for the scholarship offered by the McCall MacBain Scholarship at McGill University, I clarify that the information provided on my application form is true. So go through these details. You need to add your digital signature here. You have to type your name and you need to add date here. Now the last section is confirmation. Here you can preview your application. You can download a PDF of your application and after that you can submit your application. So that's by following these steps you too can apply for this scholarship successfully. So that's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe our YouTube channel Full Scholarship. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram for further updates on scholarships and educational opportunities worldwide. Thanks for watching and good luck with your application.